Hello, this is Keith. Today I would like to talk again. Now, today, the question of the day is, why do you study Chinese? So I'd like to answer why I study Chinese. But first, why do people ask such a question? That question would be asked because, as everyone knows, today studying Chinese is very popular. It has always been difficult or hard language, but suddenly it's popular, and people are talking about needing it for future business or having some kind of advantage. And so I am studying Chinese at the time now that it's very popular. But when I decided I wanted to study Chinese was a long, long time ago, before uh, there was any emphasis on China at all. And first of all, let's go back to when I was in high school. No, before I was in high school. Um, there were no, let's see here. If I go back, let's say in 8th grade, I had my first chance, I guess. Maybe there was a chance in 7th grade. No. No chance in 7th grade. Not until I got to 8th grade could I study a foreign language. And before that, I thought had no use for any foreign languages because I grew up in a place where only English was spoken. And so I wasn't interested. I decided, well, I didn't really like school, so I didn't want to take any extra classes. But then I found out that it's kind of requirement to get into college. So in 8th grade, I took French, the first foreign language I studied, and I really liked it. It was really exciting suddenly to be able to understand some of a language that I couldn't understand anything before, and at that time it seemed like, uh, we call something a chair and they have this word for it, so it's not really so different. You just have to learn a lot of words, and you know it's still a language. Anyway, so I took French classes from 8th grade on, and when I applied to go to university, applied for to stay in the dorm rooms, the dormitory, and they asked about your roommate preferences. And since I was interested in studying French, I had requested a roommate from France, but I did not get my request. I did not get a roommate from France, but I did get a roommate from overseas, and my roommate was from Hong Kong. And when I found out about that, I guess that's when I first looked into the Chinese language, and I realized how big China was. I think at that time the population was 800 million, something like that. And I thought, wow, if you could speak Chinese, I mean, there are so many people in the world, so many Chinese people. And there must be, so many books and so many things written in Chinese. You have access to a lot of knowledge, and without that, there's this whole other world you're missing out on. So I thought that was really exciting, and then I entered that university and that dormitory and met my roommate, and he was from Hong Kong, and he spoke Cantonese and Mandarin and English. And so he was there before I arrived, and he had already met a person from Malaysia, and they were speaking in Cantonese because that person was really good at Cantonese, even though it was not her native language. But I think she saw that opportunity to use her Cantonese. And my roommate also had another friend from Hong Kong, and he was also on the telephone a lot. He spoke on the phone an awfully lot, a lot more than I thought. Guys like to speak. Guys like to talk on the phone. I don't know who he was talking to because it was all in Chinese. And so I think most of the time that year I heard him speaking Cantonese, and I knew he was speaking Cantonese, and so I wanted to learn Cantonese at that time. And listening to it, I enjoyed the way it sounds, so different with the way the tones are and everything. So in reality, I wanted to learn Cantonese first, but maybe it was 2006 when I decided to study Chinese again. I realized that the Mandarin speaking population is much bigger, and so I might as well work on learning Mandarin first, because Hong Kong would only be useful, Cantonese would only be useful in Hong Kong or in southern China. But most of the people I've met, in fact all of the people I've met from China, can't speak Mandarin or are Mandarin speakers. So far in Japan I haven't met any Cantonese speakers. So my desire to learn Chinese goes way back, long before this whole China boom. And that's why I chose to study Chinese. How about you? Why did you learn, or why do you want to learn Chinese? I look forward to seeing some answers. You can post a video response if you're into making videos, and post it as a response to this video. It will be approved right away automatically, so I look forward to seeing some of those too. Thank you, and have a nice day.